Uja, Ubin Nefer Nihas, Good Rising, Grand Openings, Great Awakenings. This is another edition of Good Rising TV with Maat Met here. And we've been having so much fun during this eclipse and all these planets retrograde. And so many things have been going on. Rather than going over all the things that we've already gone over, because you can still check out the web pages and the YouTube videos about the retrograde opening, portal openings, and the eclipse. I thought tonight I would focus on some of the activity that's not retrograde, and that would be Maat Heru Tamet Ammon, or the asteroid Pallas Athena, who's associated with Maat, and the planet Uranus in Sidereal Aries. And my little summary for that is witnessing consciousness, observing Maat without judgments or attachments. And when I do these readings, I really just put together keywords from the different planet or netter and come out with this statement, and then put the tuning forks to it. So Amun is the netter that's known as the witnessing consciousness. It is the voice or the observer that is just observing everything that's going on. You hear that voice inside your head, and you get this sensation where you feel like somebody's making a movie out of your life. I used to get that sensation, but it's the mind when it's perfectly, the cosmic mind or the mind when it's perfectly still and quiet. It's that presence that's there. And so when we're able to get into that zone, the Amun consciousness, and observe things that are going on without judgment, then we can truly be Ma'at, truly seeing Ma'at, or just witnessing Ma'at. And that is a goal to be attained when one is, wanting to be enlightened, is observing the world, and then at this time even observing Ma'at without judgments. So let's see what tones come out for that. We're going to be doing some energy readings here later. Energy flow analysis. Smudging the tuning forks right now. All right, let's begin with some grounding work. Grounding on the feet, on the ankle bones actually. And the creativity chakra. Heart. So again, if you don't have tuning forks, you can use stones, you can use acupressure, you can use Reiki or Raseiki, you can use visualization, or you can just watch the treatment and just know that it's going out to you also. So this time we're going to, of course we recognize that Ra, do our Kepra, because the sun is in Sidereal Cancer right now. But we're going to go ahead and move onward to this Maat Heru and Tamet Ammon combination. So in this system, the fork for Maat Pallas Athena is this tiny asteroid work for the goddesses. But when we're doing other work, we usually just use the Venus work for Maat Heru. But for now, we're going to do Heru and Tamet Ammon. And that takes us to a very popular combination with Heru and Set. So being able to observe Maat without judgment or attachments is victorious, because Heru is the victory of the soul. High frequency, we have again, we have Heru and Set. Is it Sidereal unification, upper and lower Kemet, higher and lower vibrations, and also Libra Tamet Ammon. And then we have Maat and Tamet Ammon. Never played these two together. This asteroid also deals with partnerships and business partnerships, relationships, marriage, that it's balanced, harmonious, just. The other, one of the other combinations that is not retrograde is Maat Expansion, which is Ammon Maat. And that's the other instance where we use Maat because it represents Sidereal Libra. So I definitely want to see more Maat Expansion. I had another court hearing today. So this would be an instance when I would use extraordinary vessel. If you recall, a few sessions ago, I decided that when I'm doing this work, when on myself anyway, because I already do it on clients, that when I would do chakra work or any other like specific body part work, I would close out the session with either working on meridian for the organs or extraordinary vessels for patterns, traits, or characteristics. So next we're going to do an extraordinary vessel using the combination for Maat Expansion. So let's go ahead and start with the observing Maat. Just when I was choosing which extraordinary vessels I was going to do, I decided with everything that's been going on, I should do the kidney meridians. So right now I'm just looking for the chart. And I'll post it, but here's, I'm just following along the diagram for the kidney meridian. And this also happens to be one of the meridians for the PTSS series, which, by the way, we're going to be starting a live class, in-person class at LAC Studio starting August 20th. It's going to be every Monday for 11 Mondays. The first one is going to be the introduction to KemeTones and introduction to post-traumatic slave syndrome, and then next consecutive Mondays will be a lecture and attunement on post-traumatic slave syndrome, one of the 10 Sankofa steps. But in the meantime, tonight we're going to be focusing on the kidney meridian. So I'm going to choose the forks for tonifying the kidney, and then also the forks in alignment with this whole witnessing consciousness, Ma'at without judgment and attachment. Observing Ma'at without judgment and attachment, and then Maat Expansion. So this is victory. So I'm basically just going to be running up the kidney meridian. And while I'm doing so, I am, I'm feeling that one. I'm visualizing different scenarios where, I was looking for justice, my own perception of justice, rather than looking at what actually happened. And that's kind of difficult because a lot of times we have our own perception of what we think justice should look like. And so my thinking is my feeling is that kind of thinking is, clogging up different meridians and putting different chakras out of alignment. So that is my motivation for this part of the treatment. Felt pretty good. Next, we will have the tonifying. Okay, so now we're just going to do the same thing with the forks for tonification and enhancement, the full moon and the earth day, which is toned to the earth in one day. We're basically going to do the same thing running up the kidney meridians with the intention that by doing this work on the kidneys, fleshing them out, tonifying them, is also getting rid of judgment and attachment and just kind of flushing that out of my system. Having the courage to, move through life with less judgment and less attachment. I don't know if I'm ready to say without any judgment, because I still love watermelon and French fries. Okay, so there I just went up the kidney meridian. Now I will finish it off with the Maat as Pallas Athena and Tamet Ammon. We're moving up your eliminating blocks. So that's what we're doing. And then when you move the energy down, you're manifesting. And then the last thing would be the Maat Expansion. Let's see, what other meridian would I do? I guess the heart. So you just look up the heart meridian, and you can find lots of charts on the web, on the internet. Now, I've tried doing this one before. It's a little difficult to do with self-care with the forks that you put on the body, but I can do them with these. I just kind of move up my arm, because the heart meridian is the one that goes just right up there. So I kind of do this motion like you have wings, Maat Expansion. This is a beautiful combination. Alright, now we'll move on to chanting. I can I can still hear those high frequency forks in my head. It's so beautiful. Let's see how it sounds with the chimes. Let's have some grounding. Start out with some grounding. So we have Tamet Ammon, or Set, which is, yes, it's the lower ego, but at horoscopes we focus on when Set had conquered his lower nature and became the servant to the divine self. And that's our goal as well. We have Heru. Which represents Semi-Taui, the union of the opposites. Heru, Set, Maat, Ammon. I am witnessing consciousness, observing Maat without judgment, observing Maat without attachment. Maat, Ammon, Heru, Set. May Maat expand in your life. May Maat expand. in your life. May Maat expand in your life. May Maat expand in your life. Alright, well, that's our session for tonight, or tomorrow, or this morning, or this rising, whenever it is that you see this message. Sending out positive love, healing vibrations from Good Rising TV, KemeTones, and Horoscopes. Hotep.